Finding a good pet sitter isn't always easy. Sure, you can hire one using one of the many services that are searchable online. However, even if they've been well reviewed, you're still putting your best furry friend's life into the hands of a veritable stranger. That's why one woman serving in the Navy was so excited when a friend of hers offered to take long-term care of her dog and 2 cats. Of course, this friend expected smooth sailing when it came to her pet sitting gig, but the simple favor quickly became a dramatic turn of events. Recently, when an imgur user called oowth embarked on a tour of duty with the Navy, she was worried about leaving her pets behind. Luckily, her best friend and roommate agreed to take charge of them while she was deployed. Initially, everything seemed to be in order. Besides Gail, below, who was a bit annoyed about the arrangement. However, just 2 days later, the sailor received a call from her roommate regarding her other cat, Tara. Apparently, the poor cat was acting a bit fussy. Together, they determined that Tara was probably just trying to get used to the situation. Rather than bring her to the vet, the roommate decided to keep a close eye on the ailing kitty. But just a few days after that, the pet sitter heard some strange sounds in the night. Rushing out of bed and nervously exploring the dark halls, she discovered the root of Tara's odd behavior. She was pregnant, and in fact, she'd just given birth to 7 kittens. It was an incredible surprise to the roommate, who'd completely forgotten about the other pet she was supposed to be watching, the dog. While the arrival of the kittens was a real shock, nobody was more confused about the new intruders than this black Dachshund mix. From the get-go, he seemed dubious of the situation. The roommate knew that the dog wouldn't hurt a fly, but that didn't mean she didn't need to be cautious. She had to make sure that the interactions between the pooch and the kittens were handled with care. Despite her fears, the pup couldn't have been any more gentle with the kittens if she tried. How could she not be with those adorable faces? The litter seemed to have mutual feelings, allowing the dog to do some pretty crazy stuff. Always wanting to play with the new babies, the new dog would often carry them to other rooms in his mouth so they could be wherever the action was. He didn't want anyone to feel left out. The little Dachshund wasn't the only one giving out rides. Turns out the roommate had another pup, one that never really wanted to be in the action. Until now. Tara's kittens and their adoring canine pals were more or less inseparable, but there was just one problem. The kittens needed names. Naturally, the roommate went ahead and gave them some pretty unforgettable ones. The temporary kitten owner knew these babies were special. For that reason, she chose names like Schrodinger, Tesla, Honey Boo Boo, Minerva, and Duchess for the 5 black and gray cats. As for the 2 orange kittens, Fred and George, in honor of the famous red-headed Weasley twins from the Harry Potter franchise. All kittens were then given a clean bill of health, except one. Honey Boo Boo needed surgery to get one of her eyes removed, later earning her the nickname Honey Peekaboo Boo. But the story didn't end there. Tara immediately connected with her litter, and she was happy to nurse them. This was a relief to the roommate, as not all new mama cats take to this responsibility so graciously. Even as the kittens grew older, their loving doggy babysitter remained just as devoted to them. Only time will tell if they'll be friends for life. Who says that dogs and cats can't get along? This cute and unexpected pet family proved that animals are capable of so much more than we ever give them credit for.